about Hazrat Bibi Hajra running between the two mountains, Safa and Marwa, and then the spring, the Ab Zamzam. That she was, while she placed her son, Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam, in the bush, and then she started running between Safa and Marwa. And today we perform that Safa and Marwa running between as Sunnat Bibi Hajra. What is the significance to this?
You see, I give this quotation in the Bible, in the booklet, and I knew this question.
This is Bible, yes.
Yeah. Biblical quotation.
Biblical quotation.
If you read in the Bible, if you want to,
yes.
If you want to read.
Yes, please.
If you read in the Bible, I continue that biblical text. His question is that we run between Safa and Marwa. What is the significance while we run between Safa and Marwa? What is the significance?
Is it the Sunnat of Bibi Hajra?
Just a minute. It is in the Bible. After I'm reading for the further word, it ends there. And the water was spent in the bottle. The bottle, and when Hagar and his son Ishmael, according to the Bible, the bottle had water and it has been spent, mean finished. She cast the child under one of the shrubs.
Right.
Bible God says, arise up the lad and hold him in thine hand, for I will make him a great nation. And God opened her eyes, Hagar's eyes, and she saw a well of water. She saw a well of water, and she went and filled the bottle with water. She filled the bottle with water and gave it to the lad to drink. This text is to be found in the Bible, not to be found in the Quran. But what does the Quran says for Safa and Marwa is also mentioned in the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah 2, Ayah 158. Please note down the reference. In Surah Al-Baqarah 2, Ayah 158. Inna Safa wal Marwata min sha'airillah. Faman hajjal bayta wi'tamara fala junaha alayhi an yattawafa bima. Waman tatawwa khairan fa inna Allah shakirun alim. Surely the Safa and Marwa are the symbols of Allah. Safa and Marwa are the symbols of Allah. Faman hajjal bayta wi'tamara fala junaha alayhi an yattawafa bima. وَمَنْ تَطَوَّى خَيْرًا فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ شَاكِرٌ عَلِيمٌ. Meaning Safa and Marwa are the symbols of Allah. So those who visit the Umrah or Hajj can go run between those two mountains. In the season or in other seasons should compass them round. It is no sin in them. There is nothing wrong in it. There is nothing wrong in it if you run between Safa and Marwa. And if anyone obeys his own impulse to good, be sure that Allah is He who recognizes and knows. Excuse me, the point is, Quran is speaking of Safa and Marwa and telling you to perform that act. Is not that enough? Is it not that enough that Allah said it is the symbols of Allah, you perform that? You don't have to bring a biblical story to it and say you have to follow that. See, the problem is Allah is saying you, these are the symbols of Allah. In one of the lectures on Kaaba and Qibla, I explained this ayat, that among the Safa and Marwa, I've been there, you find the Kaaba is in the near that sacred valley, and between those two is these two mountains. So they are the symbols of Allah, recognized where the Kaaba is situated, between a sacred valley where nothing grows. So these are the symbols of Allah, and if we perform our Hajj and Umrah, we can run between those two mountains and we do not require any story to it. The Quranic Ibrahim alayhis salam and his wife and his sons, all the Muslims of all times are performing and running between these two mountains as an order from Allah, not a biblical story to it. Thank you.
And then that story ends there.